On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be talking about the importance of doing a safety walkthrough. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, Warehouse Safety Tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
We've been spending the last several weeks talking about PPE or personal protective equipment, and as important as that subject is, today we're going to talk about something that is actually extremely simple to do, and that is a safety walkthrough. Now, it doesn't matter if you are staff or upper management or everything in between. When it comes to a safety walkthrough, it can be something as complex as going through with clipboards and covering every square inch of your facility and making sure that everything is absolutely in its place and that everything's running as safe as possible and just everything that has to do with safety. Or it can be something as simple as, like we said, walking through and just watching and making sure that as you walk through, you're noticing things such as hazards that could happen. Maybe there is clutter in walkways. Maybe you see a leak. Maybe you hear something that you wouldn't normally hear from a machine. You see a exit sign that's out. You notice that a fire extinguisher is expired or expiring. You notice that there is a better way something could be being done. It could be that lights are flickering. It could be that somebody isn't sitting in a ergonomically correct way. It could be that there's clutter. It could be that tote motors and lift trucks are going too fast in certain areas, that there's horseplay. It really it can encompass almost anything, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing that we always talk about, which is constant and never-ending improvement. So if you're doing it daily in just your normal back and forth, or if you're doing that complex clipboard and microscope type situation, it's important that you make sure that knowing a safety walkthrough is basically going to ensure that you are proactively doing a preemptive strike before something happens and trying to ensure that nothing happens before it does. If you do that, you're going to be in a safer situation. You're going to make sure that productivity is at its highest and that your facility is running smoothly, and most importantly, that you're going home safe at night. So until we talk next time, we appreciate you being here for another episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, and that you have an absolutely safe day. And here is a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line floor tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape. Beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic. And backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line floor tape, the only durable stripe.